On the night of March 17th, 2026, the sky above Ohio split open. A 7-ton asteroid, traveling faster than any bullet ever fired, slammed into Earth's atmosphere and detonated with a force of 250 tons of TNT. Windows rattled. Car alarms screamed. In inches, the small town of Brunswick, fragments of a world older than our planet, rained down onto suburban lawns. But here's what the headlines didn't tell you. That Ohio fireball wasn't an isolated event. It was just one entry on a list that has astronomers, statisticians, and even NASA officials deeply, genuinely puzzled. Because something is happening inches the skies above Earth, inches 2026. Something that, by the official numbers, should not be happening at all. The American Meteor Society has been quietly cataloging fireballs for decades. They are the global clearinghouse, the place where pilots, truckers, farmers, and stargazers send their reports when something inexplicable lights up the night. Their data is patient, methodical, and boring. Until this year. Inches the first 3 months of 2026 alone, the Society recorded 38 major fireball events, each one witnessed and reported by 50 or more independent observers. The historical average for that same period, drawn from data going back to 2018, is just 18. That is more than double the baseline. And when statisticians ran the numbers, they uncovered something even more disturbing. The surge represents a 3.9 sigma anomaly above the 2018 to 2025 baseline. Inches plain language. The odds of this happening by random chance are roughly 1 inches 20,000. To understand why scientists are using words like bizarre and unprecedented, you have to understand what a fireball actually is. A fireball is not a shooting star. A shooting star is a grain of sand burning up 60 miles overhead. A fireball is something far larger, often the size of a basketball, sometimes the size of a car. When these objects hit our atmosphere at tens of thousands of miles per hour, they compress the air inches front of them into a glowing plasma brighter than the planet Venus. Some of them survive long enough to reach the lower atmosphere, where the sound of their passage finally catches up. The result is a sonic boom, a thunderclap from a clear sky. Inches the first quarter of 2026, 30 separate fireball events produced audible sonic booms strong enough to be reported across multiple states. 30. That works out to one window-rattling cosmic explosion every 3 days, somewhere over North America, for 3 months straight. Then came March 9th. On that single evening, a fireball tore across the eastern seaboard of the United States, witnessed by 282 separate people. From Massachusetts to Virginia, drivers pulled over. Doorbell cameras captured it. Pilots radioed in. The sky lit up green, then white, then orange. Inches of fragmenting trail that lasted nearly 10 seconds. A single object, nearly 300 witnesses across hundreds of miles. And here is the detail that has investigators truly stumped. When researchers mapped the points of origin, the radiance, of the largest events from this surge, they discovered something that should not be possible by random chance. Nearly 10 of the major fireball events appeared to emanate from the same patch of sky, a region just 1,000 square degrees wide. To put that into perspective, the entire celestial sphere covers more than 40,000 square degrees. The probability of multiple unrelated rocks traveling on independent orbits through the vast emptiness of the solar system, all happening to arrive from the same narrow window of sky, is vanishingly small. It suggests to some researchers that these objects may share a common origin, a parent body. Perhaps the shattered remains of a small asteroid that broke apart somewhere out inches the inner solar system, sending its fragments raining down on us inches slow motion over weeks and months. But here is the problem with that theory. The surge does not match any known meteor shower. None. We know about the Perseids, the Geminids, the Leonids. We have cataloged the streams of debris left behind by famous comets, and we know exactly when Earth will pass through them each year. The 2026 fireball surge fits none of these patterns. As one astronomer described it, the increase appears to be a bizarre swelling of the solar system's general background noise. The background noise. The constant, low-level rain of cosmic debris that has fallen onto Earth for 4.5 billion years. Something has caused that background noise to suddenly, inexplicably double. And then there are the meteorites themselves. Inches a typical year. Scientists worldwide recover approximately 10 freshly fallen meteorites. These are pieces that survived the fiery descent and were tracked, located, and physically retrieved within days of impact before terrestrial weathering could contaminate them. They are the rarest, most valuable specimens Inches planetary science. Inches a single week to 10 days Inches, March 2026. 3 meteorite recoveries were confirmed. 3. Inches 10 days, against an annual global average of 10. Each one of these recoveries represents not just a stunning piece of luck, but confirmation that whatever is happening overhead is also reaching the ground. Real physical material from elsewhere Inches the solar system is arriving on our planet at an accelerated rate. It is sitting Inches laboratory drawers right now, waiting to be analyzed. So what is causing this? There are, broadly, 3 theories competing for serious attention. The first is the parent body hypothesis. Somewhere out there, a small asteroid suffered a catastrophic collision Inches recent astronomical time, and Earth has now drifted into the resulting debris cone. The clustered radiance from that single 1,000 square degree patch of sky support this idea. It would mean we are passing through a previously unknown stream, one that no telescope ever detected because the parent object was too small and too dark. The second theory is gravitational. The orbits of small objects Inches the inner solar system are influenced by the gravity of the planets, especially Jupiter. It is mathematically possible for a chance alignment of planetary positions to nudge a population of small rocks onto Earth-crossing trajectories, all at roughly the same time. If true, the surge would be temporary, a statistical pileup that will smooth out within a year or two. The third theory is the most uncomfortable one, and it is the one that scientists are most reluctant to discuss publicly. That theory is simply this: our detection systems are incomplete, profoundly, dangerously incomplete. For decades, asteroid surveys have focused on locating objects larger than 140 meters across, the size that could cause regional or global catastrophe. We have cataloged tens of thousands of those. But objects Inches the size range producing the 2026 fireballs, basketballs to small cars, are essentially invisible to current telescopes until they are already burning Inches our atmosphere. If the population of these smaller objects is significantly larger than current models predict, then the surge is not an anomaly. It is the truth, finally becoming visible. It would mean Earth has always been bombarded at this rate, and we simply never had the witness network and the data tools to notice. Newsweek reported that several senior researchers have called the spike a phenomenon that warrants serious investigation. NASA itself, Inches a March 2026 statement, acknowledged the increase while urging caution against panic. Most of these objects, they emphasized, burn up harmlessly. The Earth has absorbed cosmic debris for billions of years. But the Ohio event reminds us that harmlessly is a relative word. A 7-ton rock detonated over a populated American suburb with the force of a small tactical weapon. It was simply lucky that the airburst occurred at sufficient altitude. Had that same object survived to detonate just a few thousand feet lower, the story we would be telling tonight would be very different. So what do we make of all this? The numbers are real. The American Meteor Society's data is publicly available, peer-reviewed, and statistically rigorous. 38 events where there should have been 18. 30 sonic booms Inches 90 days. A 9 sigma anomaly. 10 major events from a single patch of sky. 3 meteorite recoveries Inches 10 days. These are not rumors. These are not internet legends. They are entries Inches scientific logs maintained by some of the most cautious institutions, Inches astronomy. Whether this surge represents a fragmenting parent body, a gravitational coincidence, or a sudden gap inches our planetary defenses. The truth is that 2026 has handed astronomers a mystery they did not see coming. And as the year continues, every clear night carries a question that no expert can yet answer. What exactly is Earth passing through? And when, if ever, will it stop? If you found this investigation valuable, consider subscribing. Because the sky above us is changing and the data is only just beginning to tell us why. Stay curious and keep watching.